day 3 of the fresh fruit diet. How do I feel on day 3? My voice sounds a little like this. That's something that happens. I believe it's because my body is using the energy to digest the food that's still in me, that heavy food. In my case, rice and beans and potatoes. But my body's using the energy to digest that food. And it's using the energy to get ready to get rid of some stuff that I'm not gonna need anymore. Like all the mucus that gets built up. I already know it's gonna happen. It hasn't happened yet, but I imagine tomorrow or the day after, my body's gonna release the mucus that it has built up in my sinuses. Why it does that? The only thing I can think of is that when you eat certain food, your body creates the mucus to protect you from whatever's in that food. If you ever look in a biology book, you'll see that when you breathe air in here, right here in your brain, somewhere, we'll say in the middle, but right there are these things that hang down like this. And from what I remember, oxygen goes straight to that, directly to your brain. So if you're eating stuff that might be harmful to you, or ingesting stuff that is harmful to you, your body is gonna create mucus to protect your valuable asset, your brain. So when you eat the food, it creates mucus. You might notice that you eat a certain food and all of a sudden your sinuses feel all clogged up, your nose feels clogged up. You're like, oh, I got a cold, I'm getting sick. Your body creates mucus when you eat certain food to protect you from whatever's in that food. So after a while of eating the fresh fruit, usually about 4 or 5 days in, when the body realizes, oh, we don't need that mucus anymore to protect the brain, then it will release that mucus. But that's another story. That's probably going to happen tomorrow or the day after. I've done this a couple times, more than enough times to already know what's going to happen. So we'll see tomorrow or the day after. Today, so again, my voice a little like this, a little bit, and I know what that's from. That's just part of the digestion process, part of the transformation process, part of the transition. This is what this is really all about. I think this is really why I'm making these videos, so people can know what to expect as they transition from eating all that everyday food to eating a diet of only fresh fruit. Now people might say, why do you want to switch over to a diet of only fresh fruit? There's something different about it. And what else can compare to a fresh mango, a fresh watermelon, fresh cherries, fresh, I should add ripe when I say all these things, fresh, ripe cantaloupe. When I eat these things, when they're ripe, when they're sweet, it's like I'm in heaven. And I'm sad when that good stuff is gone. I am sad, and I'm looking forward to the next one, and hoping the next one's gonna be even better. And I like how I feel afterwards. I like how I smell afterwards. I like how I think afterwards. That affects all those different parts of my body. So that's why I'm making this journey. And so I can help other people accomplish the same thing. So today, I had some watermelon, cherries, and mangoes today. Mango was banging. Watermelon was banging. Reneri, I think that's how you say it. Reneri cherries were banging. And for me, it's now past 7 o'clock, so I don't try not to eat anything after 7 o'clock, so I can have a good night's sleep as my food digests. That's another little thing I like to do, is not eat too late. When I eat too late, it affects my sleep because the body is working, digesting while I'm sleeping. So I try not to eat after 7 o'clock. That way my body is chilling out by the time I go to bed. So I can have a nice, good rest. Why? Because energy is the currency. And that's what this is all about. That's the big reason why I'm switching over to all fresh fruit diet. I'm going to get the same amount of energy, and my body's going to use less energy to digest the food. All right, so this is day 3. Did exercises today. Ooh, this morning that was a tough workout. Oh yeah, in my core, from doing those different exercises, my core was really burning. It got to the point where I started feeling it in my ears. At least it felt like it was in my ears. I was like, ooh, I really got worked out today. But I understand that my body needed that energy because it's digesting. Day 3, it seems to be like a pivotal day. Let's see. Mustiness. Oh, that's another thing. I noticed today I'm starting to smell the fruit aroma coming through. That's right, your boy is starting to spew a fruitful aroma. Smells like cotton candy. Now, right now, it's still, and you got to understand these things happen and it's like a wave. So right now, it has a little bit of an odor, but that fruit aroma is starting to come through. And it reminds me of the smell of cotton candy. Who wouldn't want to smell like cotton candy? Who wouldn't want to start sweating and smelling like cotton candy? Yeah, so that's what's going on here. Still a little bit of must in there, but we're getting there. Getting that musty smelling food out of there, and the fruit aroma is taking over. So I'm excited about that. I love that. That means I can go out in public and don't got to worry about raising my arms, and smelling like must, Now, just to give you guys the heads up, I know I said I don't wear deodorant, but I do treat my armpits like I treat my asshole. Excuse my English. All right, when I go to the bathroom, when I wipe my ass, I also give myself some toilet paper and wipe my armpits because I'm not going to be out here smelling like must. But when I get to a certain point in this fruit diet, I won't even have to do that. At least not to my armpits. We're going to continue to do that to my, you know what I mean? Because we ain't going to have no, what do you call that? skid marks. But so yeah, that fruit aroma is starting to come through, and I'm happy about that. Didn't really have any headaches today. Another important thing is when you're transitioning, it's good to, if you can, get rest. That's probably another reason why I got a smile on my face. It's because I'm making sure I get my rest. Of course, for me, at least 8 hours of sleep. And if I can, if it's like the weekend like it is right now, or even after work, if I gotta lay down, just relax, I gotta remember that my body is using energy to digest the food, and it's not getting all that heavy food that I was eating before. Obviously that food has energy in it, and now I'm not eating all that heavy food, but my body still needs energy to digest the what's the word I'm looking for? What do you call that? I don't want to say what's left over, the garbage, so to speak, the leftovers, the stuff that I don't need that it has to get rid of now. It still needs energy to process that and get it out the system. All that stuff takes energy. So the body has different ways of getting energy. It'll make you feel like you're tired, make you feel like, oh, maybe I'm sick, because it's like your body trying to get you to lay down, and the body's pulling energy at the same time. It's like trying to get you to lay down to conserve energy. And right now as we speak, newsflash, right now as we speak, we interrupt what I was just talking about, to let you know that right now in my stomach I can feel a feeling of discomfort. I know what that means. I know that in a minute I'm gonna have to go to the bathroom. Stool alert coming up. I can tell, I can feel it right here. I know that feeling. That's the feeling of the body digesting, going through the process, and then before you know it, bathroom time, and I'm gonna feel good afterwards because it's getting some more of that stuff out of me. Once you get certain stuff out of you like that, the mucus and whatever else your body releases, that's when it's worth it. You start feeling great. But we're not there. I still feel good. Don't get me wrong, but I'm gonna feel even better. Things gonna start changing. I look forward to every time. Even the way I think it changes. You gotta remember, your mind is a part of your body, and whatever you consume, it affects all parts of your body. Don't think the food just goes to your stomach and then out, and then that's it. No, it affects all parts of your body. So look forward to that. Let me make sure I covered everything. Okay, yeah, I think so. Yeah, so important to rest. Eventually, you'll have that energy from just the fruit. Like, you won't even have to eat all that other stuff. You'll be able to get the energy you need from the fruit, and your body doesn't have to use up as much energy for digestion. Yeah, that's good stuff. So this is day 3. We'll see you guys again for day 4. Holla at ya, boy.